So take a seat, kneeling, and just roll the head one way and roll the head the other way, just loosening through the neck to begin. Maybe rolling around, and then you can pop the hand onto one side of the head as you extend the opposite arm out, and so get a nice stretch through the neck. And just take some rolls through the shoulders, up with the in-breath, down with the out-breath, just at your own pace, at your own rhythm. And then we'll interlace the hands at the heart and press the palms away so we round through the back. So a nice curve through the spine. And then inhale, draw the hands up, the palms facing towards the sky. Whilst you're here, you'll get a nice stretch through the shoulders. And then just take a tricep stretch over to one side. So grabbing the opposite elbow and bringing the palm down the back. So just go in as intensely as you like. And then switching to the other side, remembering to breathe in every pose. Just loosening through the shoulders, through the triceps, through the arms. We'll come to a side bend, so leaning over, the hand down, and stretching the fingertips long. On an in-breath, you'll come up, and the out-breath, come over to the other side. Really reach through the top fingertips and just lengthen through the side body. Really bringing space into the side of the body. We'll interlace the hands behind now. And if it's okay, just drawing the hands away from the lower back. So really opening through the chest. So extend them away, and then you can drop the shoulder, head over towards one shoulder and bring the palms to that same side. And then switch. So that'll be a really another nice stretch through the neck. So just continuing to breathe whilst you're here. And then coming up. We'll kneel back onto the feet and just walk the hands back. And if it's okay with the neck, just let the head drop back. Really opening through the chest, through the upper body. And an in-breath, come up. We'll come into camel, so the hands come to the low back. So we just release and open the chest up towards the sky if it's okay, letting the head drop back too. In breath to come up, and out breath, just extend out into child's pose. Maybe come onto the fingertips, and that'll just deepen the stretch a little through the shoulders. Then walk the hands over to one side, placing the opposite hand on top for another side body stretch. Inhale through center, exhale over to the other side. So big stretches through the side of the body. Reach forward once again. And then we'll come down onto the belly and interlace the hands behind the back if that's okay, or you can use a strap. And on an in-breath, come up into locust. So opening again through the chest, through the shoulders. When you're ready, just come down. We'll extend one arm out and a big shoulder stretch here as you roll over onto that shoulder, maybe bringing the leg over too. If this is too much, just skip this pose as it's quite intense on the shoulders. Come through center, extend the opposite arm and roll over onto that side. As long as it's okay, it might have been okay on one side and not on the other. So just listening to your body as always. Come through center, we'll press up and back to the heels for child's pose once again. Just reaching hands forward and bringing prayer hands together behind the head. So another stretch now through the triceps and the biceps. Walk the hands forward, and then we'll come into Anahatasana. No, we'll come to downward facing dog. So in your down dog, just stretch out through the legs now. So trying to keep the spine nice and long, maybe pedaling one foot and the other foot. And then come down to the knees. Now we come into Anahata. So the knees are down, the hips are up. Maybe the forehead and the chest come down towards the mat. If you want to come onto the fingertips, you can. Really big opening through the chest. On an in-breath, come back to downward facing dog. And then raise up through the right heel, maybe opening the hip. And on the out breath, step the right foot forward, take a lunge, just reach back through that left heel to begin. Then drop the left knee down and rise up Anjaneyasana with a tricep stretch. So that left arm coming up, left palm at the low back. If it's okay, you can interlace the fingers like Gomukhasana arms, but just go wherever is comfortable for your body. Take a couple of breaths, then the hands come down. We'll step forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward bend, maybe interlacing the hands at the low back and reaching the arms up over the head. Keep that breath smooth. And when you're ready on an in-breath, rise up, circle the arms. We'll take a side bend over one way. And through center on the in-breath, switching the hands and going over to the other side on the out-breath. Really opening the side body. Inhale, come up, reach. And out-breath, circle arms around, come down, forward bend. In-breath, step right foot back. A moment, and come down Anjaneyasana, rise arms up, and right hand comes to the top of the back, tricep stretch now. Maybe if it's okay, left hand comes down, fingers interlace for Gomukhasana arms, but listening to the body, going wherever is comfortable and feeling that nice stretch on the front of the quad as well. Then hands will come down. We'll stretch back once again, child's pose, any variation here that you like that brings space all the way down the spine. And then we'll make our way onto our backs. We'll hug our knees in, nice length through the low back, then arms to a T, and just drop the knees over to one side, spinal twist. Should feel quite nice and open through the shoulders and through the chest now. The in-breath comes up, the out-breath drops over to the other side. And just really lengthening the breath now and relaxing the body. And if you like, you can take a Shavasana, or you can come up to a seat. Just placing the hands at the heart center, taking a moment to give thanks for this practice, for this body, for your yoga, for this day. And let a smile come onto the face. Thank you for joining me for my yoga for surfers or yoga for tight shoulders and tight upper body, and I will see you soon.